Hello.
Hey, the girls loved those books, so I really appreciate your contribution. It has 91 pages, 20 reflection questions, 39 images from 18 different artists, 50 Bible verses, and then some. It's in English, Thai, and Laos.
Oh, I see mine.
There's
There you
yours.
go.
There's space to write and draw, and there's prompting questions. Everything's in color. So today you said you're going to show us how to do colors of life with a handprint. People should grab some colors and some paper, right?
Yep. Very easy. This is the life story, like a mini bio. Put in whatever they like, colors and everything.
That's a great little teaser.
Okay.
But maybe to start with, for those who haven't met you or don't know you, can you say a little bit about who you are and introduce yourself?
Yep. I am Jinna Lee. I live in Fairfax County in Northern Virginia, United States. I am originally from Malaysia, next to Thailand. I've been here since 1998. I'm a single mom. And in order for me to actually sit down with my son to work his homework, well, after he been diagnosed with ADHD, so I need to sit down whenever he sit down to do his homework. There, I pick up the color pencil, whatever he left over for the years before. With that, then I continue to build up my inspiration, doing self-taught. Have reading a lot of books and YouTube, all this to motivate me to continue with whatever I'm doing right now as a scribbling, doodling, Zentangling. For me, I actually call it intricate dots and lines, actually.
I like that, the intricate dots and lines. Let's just call it what it is.
Yeah, because people always say, oh, I cannot draw. I cannot even do a stick figure. I say, I will show you, you can do it. There's no right or wrong of doing a piece of art. It's a mindset that you want to change for individual.
Yeah. And it's fun how it came about for you as a natural response to having to spend some time with your son to encourage him to do his work. And then you're like, I'll do work alongside of you, so you're not alone in this. What a great message for all those moms and dads out there. Helping with homework does not have to be a stress producer for you. You can actually relax next to your kid and just be present. Yeah.
Yep. That's the niche that I picked up because I've been a single mom for the last 23 years. He's 23 now. He's not a 5-year-old anymore.
No.
So I think
but the days are long and the years are short, right?
I know. He just graduated last month, and I'm really proud. I'm really proud. I need to get a big pat to myself and to him, and we work together, and we inspire each other. That's the life go on with for the last 23 years, and for more to come. So I pick up the niche to help single parents or single mom like me. It's possible. It's not that difficult. Of course, when we are there, it's just that the stress and anxiety that get us, but we can slow down and sit with them, no matter how old they are. We definitely, the companionship is the most vital one.
Very good reminders for all of us. Just slow down a hot minute. And did you find that as you relaxed, that also kind of helped him focus through his ADHD? Like when you were more relaxed, your presence helped him come down too.
Oh, exactly. Definitely. Because he is like, so, but I'm not reacting to his action. So he has to go like, face to face with me. So we slow down. We actually sit down and holding his hand to do meditation. As an ADHD boy, he can hold on for 1 minute with me and then 5 minutes and go on with that. Of course, in the future, that's his doing if he wants to go back to that. I can only do so much.
Right. But what a great way to build that confidence of just maybe even for some people, like start with 10 seconds, start with 20 seconds. And then as you realize, oh, we can sit still for this long. What if we add 5 seconds? And then to build that
Exactly.
confidence and that
Yeah.
skill too. And I like also what you said, you didn't react to his energy. You got yourself calm so that he had to come up against that and decide if he was going to stay up here or if he was going to calm down too. And you didn't have to try to force it. You just focused on getting yourself to a better spot.
Exactly. If not, we will be in a haywire, more messier than we never imagined.
Yeah. What is that verse of, with like the way that we've been comforted, we can comfort? So you've gone through some trials and some stressors, and out of that experience, you found some things that work for you. And you're like, I can help other people that are in the same situation find hope because I've made it through.
I think so. I think that's the empowerment that we get to give to other single mom. It's possible, it's manageable how we react. If we are not reacting to it, they cannot do anything with us. They're asking for attention. What kind of attention we going to give them? Are we doing the same thing, or are we just,
That's a good one. Remember, their behaviors are always a communication to us, and they are just looking for attention, and we can show them what they get attention for.
Exactly.
Which is hard in the moment when everyone's stressed and you've got things to do, right?
Yeah. Always busy. We are busy. Everybody's busy. We understand that. But 10 minutes, 5 minutes a day, I think is possible, right?
Yeah.
And then we average 30 seconds and 1 minute. Everything is possible for me, I think.
If we break it down, right?
And that's if we break it down. You cannot do it half an hour. Why not break it down 3 times? 10 minutes, 10 minutes, 10 minutes. Then you manage to have 30 minutes.
It adds up. I think that's interesting how it kind of relates to the small dot, what do you call it? Intricate dots and lines. You can fill the page, but you just do it one little dot, one little line at a time. You don't have to worry about the whole thing to start
You
with.
understand it totally, right? Before you demonstrate to that. Exactly. Yep.
Yeah. And also, I'm curious for people who are listening, your niche is single moms. And I'm sure single dads can hop in on this as well. What do you do with them when you're working with them?
I actually asked them I would do the meditation first. Meditation don't have to be long. You can actually sit down and just calm yourself, be centered a little bit and just count the breath. If you cannot count the breath, just count 1, 2, 3, 4, 4, 3, 2, 1, and that's it. And you can extend it to 10 seconds and then go down to 10, 9, and then go down. Instead of counting, 1 minute is long, 5 minutes is long, but just count how many breaths you're taking. That's to be focused, mindful that, okay, I want to take 3 deep breaths. 1 deep breath will be 8 counts. If you can extend it to 10 counts, then it will be longer. It's all with practice. So before I actually show them how to do the art therapeutic way is to get connected with our own body first, then to touch our paper and pen and make the connection with them. Sometimes people would just say that, oh, I got to pick up a pen and draw. It's scary. Why not make connection with that? It's just piece of paper, feel with them, and then just grab pen, pencil, anything, and just start with the dots and line, one at a time. Take 1 breath, and then do another one. That's how you flow.
That's how we start. And there was one other part I just wanted to touch base because you had said something about this colors of life that you've done with your dad. You said you had like 3 months or something with your dad. Can you share a little bit more about how you transitioned from calming yourself so you could help your kid to this colors of life you've done with your dad? So can you talk a little bit about the motivation behind that and the benefit that you see for this project?
I really need to thank to one of my friends. She showed me the hand with her mom before her mom passed away, and having the hand together and take a picture. I didn't get a chance to have this picture taken with my mom because I had this inspiration right after my mom passed away. That's the reason why I want to go home for my dad. I said, I cannot miss another parent that I didn't have time to spend with. That's why I applied for 3 months family at MLF, and then the company let me go, and then that's the 3 months there I started. From there, I say I need to do everything with my dad for the 3 months. Even though he doesn't want to walk, I will sit with him. If he wants to walk 10 steps, I walk 10 steps with him. And just sit down, have breakfast, lunch, naps, and then we do everything together. And I say, Dad, shall we go walk? Oh, never mind, you go walk. said, okay, why not walking? So I need to save my energy. So I just do everything that he likes. And then I say, okay, since we are at home, I pick up my art block with the color pencil and I start the conversation. Dad, can you tell me what's your favorite color? They said, oh, I don't even know my favorite color. There's no such thing like favorite colors because we were so poor. I've not been to the school, never been to school, never had a choice to make any decision. So my mom give me anything, then I wear it. So that's the thing. No preference of any color. I say, oh, I see. Then I say, okay. Then we start with the lines and I ask him to draw something. I actually have his drawing with me, actually. That's my father's drawing. And this is the thing that says, I even asked him to write the date and his signature. And then with his draw a line and I just make up a color thing like that. Then this is his first hand. Just a very thin line. I kept on recording it.
What a precious, intentional time, even though he was dying.
Oh yeah, that is so special. I was glad that I'm proud of myself that I did it. I need to take it. I cannot miss another moment with my parents that I've been away for 20 years at the time. So I need to. It is all about me. I need to be focused to me and my dad. So that's the reason why. Mm-hmm.
I am sure that was a gift to your dad to have you so present with him at the end. And do you think in this process of sitting and coloring with him and just asking him some of those basic questions, like you learn new pieces of his life story?
Exactly. He is very humble person and he is the breadwinner for the whole family of 8. So that is a big deal to me.
Yeah. And the perspective of, I don't know what my favorite color is because we never had choices like this or style or any like favorite color. We think that is such a given. Of course you have a favorite color. Well, not when you have 0 choices. Like, wow, that's a perspective shift of how fortunate we are just to even have choices of color to choose from.
Exactly.
Wow. Well, very cool. Well, do you want to walk us through a project? Maybe we can do a small project with you right now.
Yep. Okay. I'm going to take off my this brace. I have a couple tunnel, but it's not going to stop me from drawing. So my father always say, if you cannot pick up a brick, you got to you can pick up a pen, right? So this is the choice that you can make. Pick up something and move forward with that. Let's do it.
The power of choice. We might not always like the options, but there's still a choice.
Okay.
Do you have a favorite kind of notebook or paper that you use?
I do have many. I just pick up anything. But for this kind of project, you can just do anything. A4 paper, any printing paper, waste paper, even newspaper. And people, for me, I like to recycle any book, sketchbook. Any book. Yep, any book. So that's just not to give them a reason not to do it.
Eliminate one obstacle. No excuses here.
No excuses. Anything, a sticky note, anything, big and small. That's to make it easy for us to draw the hand. Most of the time, I would just draw it with a pencil first. Then I choose the hand frame because everybody goes around with their hand. So there's no reason for you that, okay, I cannot draw a hand. Okay, put your hand on the paper and just trace it. You don't have to draw it, just trace it.
Right, just trace it. I've done this project, the idea of this project, at least with the handprint in other countries. And it's really fun to see people like maybe even just choose to have their fingers closed or in a certain shape. On this last trip, I had some people doing, I think it's the I love you in sign language and tracing it.
Yep.
It's fun to see how people will do that self-expression, even in a simple, just trace your hand moment.
And then nowadays, there's a lot of video or Instagram showing just using the hand, different shape can make different things, an animal, anything. So imagination is the magic. It's all about creativity. Okay,
creativity, imagination, and eliminating the obstacles to it. Yeah, great.
There you go. So then I already traced. That's how I get the handprint from anybody that I meet. Sometimes it's a stranger I met. Most of the time when I go travel, I will get the friends that will even sit with me. Sometimes we have a start chatting. I would go to the next table and ask for a fingerprint. And I say, this is for my collection. You can see that when you trace it, you see your own finger in a shape. I've been collected almost about 200 of them. You see so much different of everybody handprint. That's so amazing. Hand is
Yeah.
hand, 5 fingers, but when you put it on the paper, it shows us a lot of different ideas.
What a fun way to engage with people.
Exactly.
Help me
So
with my collection.
this for my collection. So then the next step is then I will trace it with the Shabby.
For people who like to keep their hands clean, it's a good idea to do it in pencil. Then you don't get marker on your hands.
There you go. Now we have the outline. We can actually do anything right here. Sometimes we can do the color first, and then we do the pattern. But this time I will just show you the dots and line that I'm emphasized about. So I like the eye. I like to see people through my heart. So even though with the eye, I always like to have my signature heart. Another signature of my artwork is called Follow the Heart. So I would do it at a heart shape. So just the line.
Drawing eyes can be super intimidating for people. Do you have any tips for how to break down the eye into dots and lines for people?
Okay. We start with the 4 things: dots, line, circle, curve line, any curve. So with these 4 things, we can actually do the eye. So I can show you how here and turn around. Okay. So we start with the eye, simple one. We got a curve line. That's the corner of the eye. And then we can have this one. See the curve line right here, I say. Then curve. And then the circle. And then we do the black and the highlight. Something like that, right?
Line by line, dot by dot, suddenly we have a complicated feature of your face.
Exactly. It's just the combination of the 4 things, right? Line, circle, and any line, curve.
Curve or an angle.
Yeah, we start with a little bit angle out here, curve line, and curve, and the circle.
I am always amazed when I take a drawing class how I start looking at everything different when you start breaking it down into these 4 things. Like you have a complicated anything that you want to draw, a tree, a house, an animal, a person. You take a photo of it and then you start going, where's a straight line? Where's a dot? Where's a circle? Like a nose is kind of a triangle. I can draw a triangle.
Yep. There you go. Yep. Yeah. But nowadays, I think for the artists to actually see anything, they see the shape first. For people who say, oh my God, it's an eye, it's very difficult. But we just break it. We just break it into a portion of how we see it. And I think audacity is the one who actually you try it. You don't try it, you don't know how you can accomplish it. I always say, you just don't know how you can go.
It's super different to watch it than to do it.
Exactly.
So do it along, do it messy, do it with the person as they're showing it. There's a different connection that happens in your brain as you try it along with the teacher. Yeah. So when you trace your hand, how do you decide what to put in it? Like you said, you started with, how do I see people? So I put my eye and my heart. Are there other questions that might help people decide what to put in this space now? Okay. Where do I go now?
Yeah, normally after I got the handprint, I will ask them, what is your favorite color? Give me 3 colors. So then I know how to put it on the hand. And what is your favorite theme? Like you like nature, you like tree, flowers. Give me 2 flowers. 2 kind of flowers that you like to see. A rose, tulip, dandelion, okay? And what kind of theme? Oh, the beach theme. I want the sand. I want the water. I want a garden. So then if you want a garden, I will put a lot of flowers and tree and the combination with the color they give me. So they give me 3. I may use the 3 or add 1 or 2 as an artist inspiration. And also I will ask, what is your story right now? What are you trying to accomplish? What is the inspiration you now? Oh, I miss my mom. So they start to have a story. All these simple questions stir up a little bit what they want to share with you. Or if not, they will just share with you some general thing. who is your best friend? What is the feature of your best friend? What would you say to your dad if you got a chance to speak with him privately? It's a simple way, but it's not simple if you don't ask.
It's not simple if you don't ask. There's a good line. The whole conversation.
You don't know. I don't know how to put it. Anything. If I don't ask, I don't know. Right?
Don't be afraid to ask. It opens the door. Yeah. Awesome. So those are great questions. What's your favorite color? Who's your favorite person? What's a question you want to ask? And that other one that you had of what's going on in your life right now, or what are you trying to cultivate in your life right now? Those are nice places to start focusing and then see what comes out on the paper.
Yeah, I have few people that share their in-depth story about why they want to have this hand painted by me, and they say, I want to commemorate the milestone that I achieved. I want to put in how far I have gone through with my children. I want all my children to have one hand and see how far we have gone through. So that's one of the stories. The other one, she told me that she likes hummingbird is that where is symbolized her father that passed away, that she's still missing her every day. When I was drawing that, I actually had tears in my eye, actually feeling her missing the father, and actually put a little bit of bar, like a bar blocking, because now it's the father's passed and she's still alive. So that's like a bar, blocking you to reach your dad physically. Once I talked to her and explained to her, we both had teary eyes, and I said, oh my God, I have found when I do that. That was the very touching one. Yep.
Well, and it brings up stuff from your own story too, doesn't it? We find our human connection points, and the emotions come out differently when there's that personal connection with someone.
Exactly. I thought that this would be a good niche for the single mom. Sometimes they don't know what they don't know, and they don't know their stress, their anxiety is controlling them. That's where I was when I was working full time. I think I have a job to actually pick them up, put them in a corner for 10 minutes. Okay, this is your 10 minutes. Do whatever you want. They're always busy. I know, because I was busy.
Yes. So part of what you help people in doing projects like this is to just take a minute, like put your oxygen mask on, take a breath, and then go about your day. But you deserve time alone too.
Yeah, I'm not to be harsh. I'm trying to encourage them to pick yourself up and make an appointment with yourself. Make that appointment with yourself.
Yes.
You make appointments all the time for your kids, for your doctor, for your meeting. Why not pick up 10 minutes of the time for yourself?
I would agree. Like, make an appointment with yourself is maybe more inviting than put yourself in a box.
Yes. Come walk with me. Who needs 5 minutes? Just walk. You don't have to talk with me. Just walk.
Yeah. I didn't hear it as harsh because I think of all the time of my job as an art therapist, and the therapist is to hold a space for somebody. So I always think of, like, when you said bring them to your box, like this protective space that they can be free, and they don't have to worry about everything outside of it. But yeah. So do you sketch out the images on their hand for them, or do you have them try doing it?
No, I will just get all the information. I have the color, I have the shape and size, what kind of shape that make them feel happy. Like round is more rounded, it's like sharp, or boxes. Square with a little bit of sharp. Maybe some people like that. Then I will incorporate whatever I get the answer from them, like the theme, like the thing. There's so much we can put it in. And also the birthday, the sign, and others can actually incorporate that and give them a little bit of tattoo accent, tattoo of the horoscope, and maybe the Chinese calendar of the year what you born, in order to incorporate that. This hand is representing a little bit of this person.
Yeah. And for people who are at a loss for maybe designs or something, there's so much resource. Like you said, you could look up tattoo things. That would be great. Like, that's good line work. Zen tangles, there's a bazillion patterns out there that could just be a starting point. You don't have to do the whole thing,
I
But
know.
just a starting point. Sometimes a blank sheet is super intimidating. Even one of the exercises I did in a class is we crumpled up the paper and then spread it out. And then there's already lines on the paper and we filled it in with color, or you rub a crayon sideways across it and it gives you a starting point that you
Exactly.
can alter however you want. So great. You trace their hand, you have a conversation with them, and then you write all those things down and then they work on filling in their hand.
So if I doing the art therapy with the person, then she has to figure it out. I will be the guide, ask the questions and encourage her to write down what she was thinking at the time. Sometimes we dare not ask ourselves. We forgot ourselves so often that we just don't remember what we like, what we don't like. We just do it for them, for the kids, for whoever asks, and forgot to ask ourselves what we want.
That's good. Sometimes we forget ourselves and lose ourselves. Great. And so for anyone listening, we'll have a write-up about this and I'll list those questions so people can find it easier. Yes, this is what I've got so far.
There you go. Yep.
Water, some trees. And I was thinking, instead of trying to draw what leaves actually look like, I just went with that Zentangle idea of lots of circles and fill in the space. And it's quite relaxing to just stick a pattern in there. One shape.
Stop thinking, because drawing is actually get us stop thinking. Just be there. If you're thinking too much, that will be complicated. Your anxiety will come. Why not just follow the hand and just do it and just do it?
And just do it.
If it's line, it's line. If it's dot, it's dot. From there, you know why my line is not straight, why my circle is not round, because we have anxiety, we have stress. So there we can self-check. Self-check. Why am I drawing this? Why my line is not straight? I used to get my line straight. I can't even draw a line. So now we start to have questions. So
take a breath, reground, recenter.
Yeah. Remember to take a breath and just do it. Yes,
just look at the point and what it's doing on the paper. Don't think about the whole thing you're drawing. Just in the moment. This really helps people get in the moment and self-check and relax and just give themselves a moment to themselves, because it doesn't take very long to start. And you could probably come back. You could fill one finger in and then you go do something else and come back and get in that practice of making an appointment with yourself every single day to just do a little. Just do a little. Slow down. Take your time. It's time for you to do nothing. Okay. If I don't do nothing, I just do the dot. Just let the hand and the mind and body connect just for that. Yeah. Whenever I see handprints, I always think of those cave paintings that they found from the dawn of time. We want to know our mark matters, right? And it does. God made each of us unique. Like you said, the outline of your hand is going to look different. And how you choose to shape your fingers, or what colors and what lines, dots, curves, and angles you put in here. Well, I hope people will share if they create one of these colors of life handprints, or you can probably do any shape you want, right? Just fill it in, a color of life, some colors of your life, some shapes from your life of now, or something you want to remember, or what you're trying to cultivate in your life. I hope people will post it on social media. And how should they tag you, and how can they connect with you further? I have the Instagram. It's called Jinna Crazy Art, because I'm kind of crazy. Crazy to me is like passionate about something. I'm really crazy into something. I'm really crazy in love with you. People use, oh, I'm crazy about her. So why can I be crazy about my art? Yeah. So it's your really crazy equals passionate. And like you said earlier, that tenaciousness, right? And I also have Facebook, Jinna Crazy Art Coach. They can get art from you on Etsy, right? And then they can get personal coaching sessions with you as well. Yes. So they can make their appointment with you. Sometimes that is really helpful as we look at making appointments for ourselves and doing some self-care. Sometimes it's easier to start with making an appointment with someone else that's going to help us focus. I hope I will be the honor to be your support and just sit with you, be a company. Well, thank you for sharing your time and your ideas and a little bit more about what you do today and this art activity. I hope people will try it out and put their own spin on it. Are there any final closing words that you'd like to share with anyone? I will definitely ask them to just do it.
take a baby step. That's not difficult. It's simple but intricate dots and lines.
I love it. Thanks so much, Jenna.
Thank you, Jennifer.
I'll see you later.
See ya. Bye-bye.